Alright, we're back. Back in World of Warcraft. I got my Coca-Cola. I got my Blackjack bubblegum. Let's play some WoW. So we got our new weapon. Let's try it out. Right, a lot of times there's chests over here, so let's take a look. Specifically behind this outhouse, but nothing here. Not surprising, this server, what was so cool about the server is now not as cool. The server was like so dead. Which there's a good reason, there are good things about a dead server, but I won't go into those right now, but the server has brought so many people into it that the server is no longer dead, so. It was dead, but it ain't dead anymore. I wish we could crit a lot more often. I like that. Ah, the fear bomb. This is going to aggro another mob to our cause. Oh, no, it didn't. Thought it would. Oh, those misses, man. Those misses suck. Yeah, I remembered why I don't like slow weapons. Because you wait forever to swing, and then if you miss, it just feels so bad. So we would like to get a really good main hand weapon, but again, we're stuck with stuff out of crates, so that's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Still haven't sold this. I keep not selling this because I keep seeing it and just really quick thinking it's like a Rumsey Rum, but it's obviously not.
You need something? Safe travels. Need something? See you around.
Excellent. Excellent.
City hums
Hey, Strafe, what's up? Just learning some new pet skills. Learning some new pet skills. Learn Furious Out rank 2. I don't think I know Bite rank 4. And we've got Bite rank 3. This guy knows Bite rank 4. Let's go ahead and turn off Furious Owl. We don't want to waste focus on that. We want to optimize trying to let's turn off Growl as well. So the only skill he's going to use is Bite. Rock's closing on number 30. Nice. You're doing good. I'm getting very slow because at this level, you know, my melee hunter isn't hitting too hard right now. Let's just put it that way. But we're trying to min-max here a little bit. We'll get my pet, blah blah, pill. Get my pets skills upgraded a little bit. We're still about 10 levels away from, actually we're still about 20 levels away from getting the pet to what I would like to call pet online. You know, pet's not online yet. Not until we get, 5 out of 5 on Unleashed Fury do I feel like the pet starts to come online as far as his damage. We'll probably have to start looking at leatherworking too and seeing if there's, better. Ooh, that was a nice crit. See if there's better leather gear we can start to make. Actually, I had a, let's see, I had a list. We need to start running around and collecting the leatherworking recipes as well. Yeah, well, see, at least you can actually use dungeon gear. I can't. Well, I can't. It'll be fun once we reach level 6. There's by rank 4. Once we reach level, I wonder if I shouldn't just grind these mobs because I'm gonna hit. The problem with my character right now is, I've got a very slow weapon, and if people who've watched my stream for years know that I hate slow weapons because I hate just sitting there doing nothing for 3.5 seconds. And then you swing the two-handed weapon. If you miss, it feels so painful. You're like, great, for like 8 seconds, my character did no damage, But it is what it is. So to optimize not missing, we can kill mobs that are obviously lower level than we are. So that might be something I might want to consider is grinding mobs right now that are lower level. And so, especially these wolves, because we can get some leather. I do want to work on leatherworking. I think if you take a look at the level, the item, or the level 17, so we're still quite a ways away from crafting actual leather gear that is too high level for me to actually equip. Because like right now, the highest level item I can make is this one. It's level 22, and I'm level 25, and I'll never be able to make this because I cannot get elixir defense. So that kind of sucks. All right, so pet, you were good. Thank you, Mr. Wolf. Abandon. You did your job thoroughly.
Can I help you? Have a good one.
You are too kind.
Alright, so now we're going to, let's see. He already knows Cower, right? He's Cower. We also need to rank up my Cower as well. Why does Cower show us something he can learn? You know what? I think it's because I opened that before I pulled my pet out. Yeah. So we're going to do by rank 4. Nice. We're going to do Furious Out rank 2. Very nice. Very nice. You been doing a social experiment? I did a great YouTube short where I talked about pet threat, and I knew that people wouldn't get it because I really didn't give them the context of. There, let's go inside the inn. I really didn't give people the context of what I was really talking about, which I kind of knew that might happen. Like, So the thing, so I did this YouTube short, and listen to this short. The thing that people don't understand, and most people don't do it right, and at least I've never seen anybody, but I don't really watch other people play the game. People don't really use their hunter pets really effectively as far as trying to manage threat, right? Like most players don't even use cower as a pet ability, right? Like they're not even like having cower on their pet bar. They're probably not even using cower. Like I literally have macros that switch my growl. Like right now my growl's on. You can see it above my health here. Right now my growl is off, and now my pet's cower is actually on. So he's gonna cast cower and try to drop threat. I need to spend some time ranking up a couple of his abilities because his cower is too. So the peg is, I didn't give the context of why you would want to drop, why you would want to switch threat between your pet and yourself. And so of course the first comment I got was the typical, or just kite when you get threat and learn how to effectively kite. That's why cower is useless. So I put a response and I said, yes, Morpheus, the classic response. And I said, I'm speaking about something most people don't really do. This is threat swapping in regards to a melee hunter who's trying to actually face tank a mob. So the key is I'm swapping threat because I want the mob to stop hitting my pet, and I want the mob to actually hit me, right? That's the difference. And there's reasons why you would want that, more reasons than you might think, and I'm just going to leave it at that and let people try to figure it out, right? Like reason it out. Why would you want the mob to hit you? You know, why would you want that? Think about it. Think of all the different reasons you would want that to happen. What was I doing? But a lot of people they're not thinking why you would want a mob to turn around and hit you in the face. Which, most people are just thinking, why would I want a mob to hit me? I don't want to take damage, or my pet should just be taking all the damage, you know what I mean? Why would I want anybody else to take damage other than my pet? And but there's reasons for it. So, leave more flank.
See you around.
So I think we're gonna kill the wolves for a little bit and just get some more leather. I would like to kill. I wonder if we shouldn't kill. Let's try killing the higher level wolves. Yeah, a warlock you're going to be doing that as well a lot. I mean, on a warlock you're probably juggling threat a lot more on a warlock than you would on a hunter in most cases. I mean, like as a warlock, you're not going to be kiting too much. I mean, you can, I guess, but you can like life drain. There's the warlock's got a. There is even a lot more depth to what a warlock can do with swapping mobs around. You have to forgive me. I have a really bad headache. So actually, let me take some painkillers or something here. I hate taking Advil because it's not good for your liver. But I get a lot of headaches, and I think it's because my blood pressure is too high. Breathe. Alright, we're going to try killing these wolves here in an effort to get better quality leather. And my pet is a little bit higher. And he's got bat rank 4 now, he's got Furious Howl rank 2. Should be interesting to see. Of course, then we just whiff with our weapon, right? This is why I kind of wanted to kill the lower level wolves. That right there is an example of why I should kill lower level wolves. We don't want to miss. We've already missed twice. When you have a weapon that's a 3.6 attack speed, you don't want to miss. Right? So this, I can see right away, this is a bad idea. One attack, and I missed twice. I do not want to miss. We look at attributes here, and you look at your mischance with melee, right? So mischance is 7%. That's against mobs that are my level. I have a 7% chance just to straight up miss, which doesn't seem like that much, but 93% chance to hit, and yet I missed twice in that fight. Guild maxed at 1,000 members again. See that one swing took most of that's the difference, right? We kill this wolf and we just annihilate him. And we kill the wolf that's like 4 levels higher and takes 3 times longer to kill him. Plus we got soft patch of fur off both of them. That equates to 12 silver, right? Look at that, 12 silver that we got just by killing those 2 wolves. Thanks to the good old soft patch of fur. Soft patch of fur is one of the best low-level gray items for making money. Can't wait till we get Fang. 5 more levels till Fang Death, I believe. Yes, 5 more levels till Fang. Fang Death is huge for Melee Hunter because it gives us the ability to drop traps while in combat, which is just huge. Huge. Because then we don't have to worry about always getting our trap down. It means that our time to kill is gonna drop quite a bit. We're gonna kill mobs faster because we can just run up to a mob. Right now we're gonna blow through our mana faster, but we can run up to a mob. We don't always have to like do this rotation here where I send pet, drop trap, wait, bring pet back. Of course, not too soon because he didn't hit the mob. Bring pet back, queue up raptor strike, send pet. All of that takes time. With Feign Death, we just run right up to the mob, hit him in the face, Feign Death, drop Immolation Trap, and kill him. It's like, there's not all this, like, trying to, like, drop your trap first before you even engage in combat. a good sign that I'm pulling threat. Means I'm actually doing some damage finally. And if we merge... Actually, let's not merge. Yeah, we're doing more damage now. Like before we got the 2-end weapon, the upgraded weapon, I think I was doing about 60-some%. I think I was doing 63% of the damage. Now I'm doing 61, so that's a little misleading. Let's go ahead and reset this. I'm sure if I get a trap down, it'll be much higher. See, this is so slow to have to run and pull. There's another miss. Another miss. You know, let's just we'll face tank this one. We're gonna turn my pet's growl off. Another miss. Gotta be careful here. Lupos is gonna... Eventually we're gonna run into Lupos. Which is fine, but sometimes if you're not paying attention and you have low health. Man, look at these soft patches of fur. Holy shit. Good drop rate there on the soft patch of fur tonight. The RNG is with us. RNG is on our side. It's hard to find a guild on the Horde site? Really? You're on the same server as me, right? Or wait, no, you're on a European server, right? Probably on a Euro server. You know what a better place... You know what? I just thought of something. I don't feel like doing any quests, which is me 9 times out of 10. I don't feel like doing any quests. That's me like 9 times out of 10. So if we're not going to do quests, let's go to an area that's a little bit better. That's a little bit more optimized. So I want to see. The other thing too is we're kind of screwed because I don't, to get the artisan leatherworker, I think I've got to, do I really have to go to Airy Peak? I think I do. Yeah. Requirements level 35, so yeah, let's not worry about that. And then if we look at if we look at leatherworking recipes, it's something we might want to look at. Anything that's lower than 150, right? So there's earthen leather shoulders, which is probably not something we want. There is, I have a headache, so let me turn the music off for a second. Black whelp cloak, I'm not sure. Let's take a look at some of these items. Let's go black whelp cloak. Wow. Okay. And sold by in the Red Ridge Mountains. Interesting. Who in the Red Ridge Mountains sells it? Okay, it doesn't have any stat. It does. It's 2 stamina. What is my cloak currently? My current cloak is 2 stamina, so it's not really anything better than really my current cloak, so it's not really worth trying to get, probably. So then our next item, red whelp gloves. Now this is sold in the wetlands, so we want to take a look at these. We want to look at all of the possible leatherworking recipes because we can only wear gear that I can craft. So we need to grab every obscure and not obscure leatherworking recipe possible, if it's something that could be useful.
I'm listening.
I don't think we need cured light hide. We certainly don't need this. $50. Oh, we should be able to get to 225 leatherworking though. Hold on a second. Why can't I rank? So I still need an artisan to go past 150. Which is weird. I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. I think we should still be able to go to past 150. I guess we'll go find out. As many years as I played World of Warcraft, you think I'd know this shit off the top of my head? I haven't done leatherworking in a while. Oh,
Hello.
there's an artisan leatherworker right here. Shit. Nice. So cured heavy hide. So heavy armor, heavy leather. Here we go. So this is 150. And Hillman's cloak, nothing. Leather belt. Okay, this is actually pretty good. Now, again, now we're up to level 27, so yeah, which is, we're only a couple levels away from that. And Guardian pants, level 27. Barbaric shoulders is obviously is level 30. That's going to be something we're definitely going to be rocking. And dark leather armor. So once we get to level 30, we'll have some, definitely some gear.
Feel free to browse.
Remember what, 147. We need more medium hide, but we're going to get some medium hide. We're going to go grind some mobs. We'll get some more medium hide. Majority play is Alliance, cool. Alright, what can we make? Dark leather belt, Fletcher's gloves. Ooh, long. Decrease your chance to parry. Yeah, this is crap. This is crap for melee hunter. Tough leather armor. Can't even craft that. Can't craft that because we don't have jail elixirs. And dark leather pants. Ooh. Dark leather pants. Probably should make some of these, don't you think? Agility is king for melee hunter. Agility and stamina. Let's equip those before we forget. So 8 agility, so we're gonna lose 3 spirit, but nice. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a medium armor kit.
Hello. May the stars guide you.
Yeah, medium armor kit. Our leggings. So our crit is sitting at, oh my god, I was looking at range. Melee crit sitting at 3.9%, which is obviously awful. Our dodge is probably 17%, which is pretty awful. We need more stats. We need more stats, man.
Can I assist you?
We have barbaric bracers, which is 155. Takes cured heavy hide, smallest. Oh shit, smallest is pearl. I wonder if I've probably been vendoring those. And raptor hide, that's easy to get. Large fang, easy to get. So we'll make these bracers, which will be decent. All right, what can we make? We just need to get to level 50. Cured light-eyed.
I am honored.
Sure, why not? Just trying to get to 150 here. There we go.
Be careful.
And let's...
Be with you. Good luck, friend. My goods are of the highest quality.
Okay, here we go. Cured heavy hide, yep. Heavy leather, yes. Heavy armor kit, yes. Heavy quiver, yes. This will help us level our skill. Heavy leather pouch, no. Gloves, maybe. Hillman's cloak, used for a quest, but we'll learn it, but I don't usually do that quest. Now let's make the heavy leather. Heavy leather. Leather. We should have some heavy leather in the bank too from fishing. I'm sure I've got some in the bank.
I am listening.
All right, so green leather belt, level 27.
Greetings. Till next
All right, I think
week.
we're good for now. Let's medium leather, heavy leather. Perfect. We'll make 3, and then we'll make 1 heavy. Make our inventory a little bit tidy. Curse of Recklessness. Oh yeah, holy shit! Now Recklessness is really good. Curse of like in read the curse that I liked the best was the Curse of Exhaustion in like when I was playing like later versions of WoW. Like in PvP especially, you know, Curse of Exhaustion. You're just like nailing people with that and kiting the shit out of them. Love it. Curse of Exhaustion. Gooey spider cake.
The loon be with you. Be careful. Ishnuala.
Let's see. It has spices. 1, 2, 3.
Good luck, friend.
Shit, I forgot the most important thing. We're going to do the most important thing. The most important thing when you're leveling a melee hunter, I'm going to show you what that is here in about 2 minutes.
Ishnuala.
Alright. Okay, let's deposit. I guess we can hold on this. Small venom sac. Anti-venom. Glowing gem. The glowing gem of glowingness.
May the stars.
Alright. I'm going to show you guys the absolute #1 most important thing you need to do when you're a melee hunter. Coming up in about 2 minutes.
I am honored.
And here it is. The most important thing as a melee hunter is you have to have a great horned owl. If you don't have a great horned owl, you're just a poser. It's like literally wasted inventory. It's too bad that pets in vanilla waste an inventory slot. Like this is one of those things that should be fixed for Classic Plus. Like pets should not be sitting in your inventory. It should just be, you know, should be added to like a pet management tool. But it's funny when you see like when you see other hunters running around in the game, you don't see anybody running around with a pet. And the reason that is because most people don't want to spend the money, but also people don't want to waste. They don't want to lose an inventory slot, you know, for that pet. But where we're going, we're fine. We don't need to. We're not going to be min-maxing inventory at that spot. Actually, maybe take a look. 12. I think, yeah. It would be nice to find, you know, and I've never really found a good fishing spot that has a lot of crates. Actually, that's not true. There is the one in, what's that harbor? Theramore. Theramore Island does have them, but I think, you know,
Farewell.
that's still like, you know, you're talking, I mean, the mobs there are level 35, but they're turtles, so they're not going to attack you anyway. So, yeah, so we can fish there. We need to get the fishing book, which is in Booty Bay. We can swim to Booty Bay at this level as opposed to... We could run there and probably be safe to run all the way south. I don't think it would be too difficult to do. A little risky. I mean, the mobs are like, 40, 45, and we're like level 25, so if we wanted to be really safe, we could just swim there. Because we really should grab our fishing book. Because currently, I believe my fishing's probably maxed. Yeah, it's already maxed at 150, so... Oh, one more level from out. Shit. The one nice thing about doing melee hunters, there's so many skills you don't have to train. I'm not training any of like the ranged abilities, so getting a mount is usually pretty easy because you save so much money. Plus, since I'm leatherworking, another thing about leatherworking is you actually make quite a bit of money leatherworking. World of Warcraft. Free mount, nice. It's rough. It's rough. But yep. Yes. All right. Boop, doop, boop, boop. Actually, you know what we did? We didn't link the stream. We did not link the stream in the Discord. I guess we can do that in case anybody... I don't know who in their right mind would want to watch me play World of Warcraft. Yeah, but we'll link it in case anybody does. Shooks actually came in and watched this a little bit the other day. So I was just talking to Shooks in the guild chat. He came and watched the stream a little bit, and I thought that was the same person because his name in YouTube is pretty similar. All right, streams. The melee hunter lives on. The grind is real. Free mount, man. Alright. We got plenty of inventory space. We've got our great horned owl, which right there gives us at least, you know, that's like attack power plus 20 just having that horned owl around. Wouldn't that'd be awesome, man? I think that's another thing. That's another thing, right? Another like thing that should be added to Classic Plus is that pets actually have bonuses. Oh, all right. That's another clip. All right, let's save that for a YouTube clip, right? Pets in Classic Plus should have bonuses, man. Let's see, 1 hour. Pets in Classic Plus should have various bonuses, and some should have their own inventory. Oh yeah, one of the biggest things in World of Warcraft that's a pain in the ass is inventory, right? I don't want to see bigger bags in Classic Plus because I think inventory to a certain degree is its own little mini game. But inventory still is annoying. So you know, adding one thing that could alleviate inventory a little bit and make it something as cool as being pet related, I think adds more flair to Classic Plus. So instead of adding like bigger bags to Classic Plus, which I don't think we should do, right? Maybe, you know, maybe we'll add some stuff to like, you know, leatherworking or tailoring, high-end, maybe some high-end recipes that might allow us to have like maybe one higher tier of bag crafting, right? But then I also would love to see pets like added to the game, like that could have like inventory, you know. And so basically your pet would have like maybe you'd have a like a little minion that has that's carrying like a big leather bag, like a big bag over their shoulder, and you would right click on them to access their inventory and use it as your inventory. Like how freaking cool would that be, right? These little things, I come up with these ideas all the time. And I always forget to write them all down, but that's just something I think would be cool for Classic Plus. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of like an extra portable, like in Black Desert Online you have that. Like in Black Desert Online, you have your horse has inventory. Actually, a lot of MMOs, your horse, you know, has inventory, but not too many MMOs have pets that you collect that also have like their own inventory. But I think that would be a really cool pet. Everybody would want that pet. Make it like a long quest chain or something, like some really cool, like RP involved quest chain that at the end you get this really cool pet that has his own inventory, right? Like, how cool would that be? Yeah, you're probably right. That's actually a great point. It probably would be store-bought mount. The other benefit of farming these guys is we get quite a bit of food that we can sell. So it's a little bit better money as well. So these guys are level 23. I mean, we honestly, I don't have to do anything. I could just sit here and kill these mobs probably for 2 levels. It's like level 27 if I wanted to. It'd take a while though. My pet just leveled. Way to go, Hopper. Way to go. So you can tell this Great Horned Owl is making us do more damage. I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? It's like plus 20 AP or something. Watch me swap threat. Boom, instant. And let's see if I can swap it back. Boom, instant. You see how we push threat back and forth there? We use disengage to drop threat to the pet, then I immediately switch the pet's cower on, the pet cast cower, and immediately swap the threat back to me. Yeah, that was so funny in that YouTube short I created, how, like, because I didn't really give context around why you would want to use cower on a pet. I just said most hunters don't use cower, and this guy's like, why the fuck would you want to use cower? Like, if you just want to get away from the mob, you just kite them. Like, no. I don't want to get away from the mob. I want the mob to hit me in the face. I actually want the mob to hit me, you know. And not just because of mongoose bite. There's actually other reasons too. There's actually other reasons. So pretty. I think the hunter class is underutilized. I think pets on hunters are a little bit underutilized. I think a lot of hunters don't use their pets as well as they probably could. You know, specific to hardcore and more melee based kind of, you know, maybe more like utility type roles in a dungeon context as well. So. Damn, my pet crit him hard. You see that? His health just like dropped. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, the word huntard exists for a reason. There's a lot of retards. And that's apparently not a, you know, we can't say retard anymore, but there's a lot of retards that play hunters. Not that they're retarded, but they play their hunter as if they were, you know? Do we want to do it? Hey, Strafe, do we want to do it? Now, we could do a tangent, right? We could do a tangent here that's going to slow down my leveling, but I'm going to do it. It's too fun. It's just too freaking fun. We got to do the tangent. All right, so let's go to my YouTube channel. And let's go to videos and search for, I believe, Apollinar. Okay, how about LBRS? There it is. All right, prepare yourselves for the most impressive hunter gameplay of all time. All right, so here we have a hardcore group, right? Notice from the perspective of the hunter named Apollinar, whose pet is hungry, by the way. They are in LBRS, and they're trying to determine if they want to jump down onto these mobs below in LBRS.
Once you do it, though, you don't have the escape route is the problem. Like, if something goes wrong, either you kill them or die.
You kill them or die.
If anything goes wrong, I'll aggro all the mobs and like blink forward.
Okay, so the guy who says that is the mage, and his name is Cranked, and he's obviously freaking toking the weed, because the way he talks, you can tell he's like, the guy's fucking high, right?
Well, that's the problem, right? Even if you do that, you can't, like, the stairs are going to be guarded by, like, 5 other packs of guys to get back to where we are. There's no running. Like, we just die.
So he's trying to explain to them that this is like a do or die situation. If you drop down into this pack right here in the left corner, in LBRS, you have to kill them. You can't run because there's mobs everywhere, right? There's nowhere to run to. So this idea in hardcore to drop down and do this, what they're doing right off the bat, is just flawed. It's like a very, very bad idea. Even a good group who knows how to play their characters, it's a risky move. The reason it's risky is there's orcs here, but under the pole here, there's actually 2 orcs. There's like a little kind of like hut or like building structure here, and there's another one here. There's like 2 little mats on the ground where these orcs are sleeping. When you pull this group here, you're going to get the 2 here. So it's not just a pull of like, I think 4. It's guaranteed going to be like 6 elites, like 6, which is quite a bit for a healer to handle in LBRS, right? Especially in the context of hardcore WoW.
I know what you mean, dude.
And this guy's just so fucking high, man. He's blazing. Listen to this guy. Watch this.
I know what you mean.
Get back to where we are. There's
Yeah, let me play it.
stairs are going to be guarded by, like, 5 other packs of guys to get back to where we are. There's no running. Like, we
He's like, there's no running. We would die.
Just die.
So now listen to the mage. Listen.
Like, yeah.
I know what you mean, dude.
I know what you mean, dude. Just pass the fucking, just pass the split, pass the blunt. Let me take another tote, man. This guy's fucking already blazing.
If we go down there, it's don't get the chance to fuck up and try to
So
escape.
like how easy is this to fuck up? Are the jumps easy to make?
Well,
Yeah, you just jump down. You just walk down there and then walk down there.
And of course, the guy says, you just walk down there and you walk down there. That's the warrior. Who's the tank. The guy says, how hard is it? That's the hunter, the huntard.
You can do it where you don't pull any mobs. If you jump like to the left.
Now, the blazing high as a kite mage says you can do it without pulling mobs. He's 100% correct. You actually can.
Kind of weird.
You can see Peachy's belongings from here. It's right down
So
there.
right here, if you look, there's 4 orcs here. If you jump here, like if you jump right to the left and into this wall and you land right around here, you can do it and not aggro anybody. But it's such a small spot. It's such a small window there.
Right in the corner. You see it? You guys see it?
Yeah, it's right here. You just belong. This is
I
down
see
here.
large solid chest.
No, on the other side. So
Right,
like if
right
we're
here.
looking out the window, to the right, down in the corner. PG's belongings.
Here, that's where you would jump. Is right here.
I see it, yeah.
Yeah.
But the risk is there's a group over here too. So if you jump here and not everybody kind of lands in the same spot, and maybe somebody lands to the right, they're going to aggro this group. If somebody jumps down here and they land too far to the left, they'll aggro the other group. So instantly you've got 2 groups.
We could honestly jump on that. I mean, fuck it.
He's like, yeah, fuck it, dude. Just pass me the joint. Fuck
I
it.
don't know, man.
I'm down.
I'm down.
If
I
they
have Light of Leonhardt, and that's my
I've got Light of a Loon Hearth, which, by the way, does he use it? No.
backup plan. So.
I'm down, dude.
His backup plan doesn't work.
We're down to do it. Let's do it.
yeah, I'm jumping down here.
I hope it was good for you.
Yeah, I dismissed.
YOLO.
Thank God.
Let me make
So at least the hunter did dismiss his pet. Everything this is like the worst hunter I've ever seen. Like the way this guy plays his hunter class in this encounter is like some of the worst hunter play you're ever going to see. The only way he could have made it worse is if he didn't dismiss his pet here, right?
YOLO.
let me make a like mana gem and shit. Like this could be high risk.
He's like, dude, this is gonna be high risk, dude. I better make a mana gem. Hey, pass me the fucking. Can you pass me the joint though? By the way, dude, right? Can you just pass me the joint?
YOLO.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm jumping down here.
I hope it was good for you.
Yeah, I dismissed.
YOLO.
And then the YOLO is just classic. Just that moment in time. Somebody should take a clip of that and just YOLO because yes, you only live once. You know what? Because it's hardcore. It's hardcore. WoW. You only have one life. So him saying YOLO is just so funny, right? YOLO, dude. I'm like, yeah, fucking YOLO. You're all about to fucking die.
Let me make a like mana gem and shit. Like this could be
High risk, man.
situation.
High risk,
Okay, hold
dude.
on.
Someone pass the joint
Look
though.
at the pads here. So the pads are on the other side.
So here you get a good look at it. There's an orc here, there's an orc here, there's an orc here, and I believe there's one more. So I think it's 3. There's 2 orcs down here on the ground. So you're looking at least 5 or 6 they're going to automatically get.
So
We have to jump down in a place where we don't aggro stuff.
If you jump here, right here, you should not aggro anything. If you were to jump and land probably right about here, actually, you might not aggro anything.
That's the key.
I mean, we could just jump and kill Skull right here.
And the tank, Lemur, says we can just jump and kill the skull here. So he's already getting impatient.
let's do it. That's a good call.
That's a good call.
So that skull has other stuff in it.
And there you can see 4. You can see the one sleeping. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. They also should have went ahead before they jumped down. They should have marked them all so that they knew the kill order, but they didn't do that. So you've got 4 here, you've got 2 here. So you're looking at 6 elites right off the bat.
So
Yeah.
get that.
Alright.
Yeah, we
Going.
YOLO! So notice the hunter. His pet's put away. So the first thing the hunter should do when he lands is he should bring his pet out and pop Bestial Wrath. I would bring my pet out, pop Bestial Wrath, or actually feign death, pop Explosive Trap. Probably not Explosive Trap because you don't want to interrupt any CC. So probably just feign death. Maybe not even use feign death. Just hold off on feign death. Unless you wanted to freeze one, but they didn't call CC. That's another thing you could have done is you could have called CC. The hunter could have easily like dropped down, popped feign death, put somebody in a freezing trap, and that would have gave them at least a little bit more respite of damage. The hunter drops. Watch how long it takes before the hunter actually does anything.
Hack on the right.
Doing nothing,
Two.
doing nothing,
Dumbing now.
doing nothing, still doing nothing. The hunter still has not done anything. And what's interesting too is he's got the damage meter, so you can see, and his damage meter is tracking damage per fight. So you can see currently he's done 0 damage. Finally, he starts shooting, but guess what? He still hasn't pulled his pet out. So he's now shooting. At least he's shooting the right target.
Ollie, I'm interrupting this guy.
Now you can see they've already aggroed, the other 2 that I was talking about. So you've got six mobs. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At
Yeah, we
least.
don't.
Like Coil.
Okay, now he finally calls his pet out. You can see he's done a whopping 203 damage. Now he's backing up because he's in the dead zone. The hunter here was in the dead zone. This is a really good example of why, if you play melee hunter and you play melee hunter a lot, you understand the benefits of melee on a hunter class. In this specific situation, he probably would have been better off to move in instead of move back and use ranged abilities. Probably could have been maybe even better off just to go in and maybe do some melee damage and then feign death at this point if they weren't going to get any like traps down, if there wasn't going to be any sheeping, right? Because it doesn't really look like they're holding a sheep down. You could have popped an explosive trap and just done damage to everybody with your explosive trap here. But it's risky. It's high risk because then your feign death's on cooldown. And, you always got to be careful in hardcore of using your feign death. I was always worried that my 60 hunter on Skull Rock would die because of that. Because I was playing a melee hunter hybrid, and I was feign deathing to trap. Every time feign death was off cooldown, I was using it. Like, every single time, right? So that made it such that if I ever was in a difficult situation and need to use feign death, a lot of times it would be on cooldown. So it was very risky the way I played the hunter. But I never did die. I was always, my 60 hunter is still alive to this day. But
Can we just keep marking?
Yeah.
so he's calling for marks. You can see the skull is nowhere near dead right now at this point, so this is good. The hunter still has only done, during this whole fight, he still has only done 578 damage. Now he finally does an AoE. This video clip here is an old hardcore clip I love to watch because it's just the classic huntard gameplay. I feel so bad sometimes, but this Apollinar, I'm sorry, he's like one of the worst hunters I've ever seen. And look, he's just standing here. And the reason he's standing here is because he's in the dead zone, right? Watch this. So he's got the skull marked, right, as his target. So he's shooting. He does his rain of arrows, right? Volley. He does his volley. But now the main skull target's moving here. So now he can't hit the target. So instead of doing one of 2 things, one, go ahead and hit the target with a wing clip to slow him down in case he gets out of whatever slow he's in. You don't want him to run behind you and aggro the pack behind you. So you should probably hit him with a wing clip. Then move to the corner. Move all the way straight to the back corner over here. Turn around and use your arrows again if you want to min-max your arrows. If you want to focus on using your actual arrows. Otherwise, if you're not going to do that, you could just stick with them, do some raptor strikes. At this point, just get him down, right? Get the mob down. But don't, make sure you apply your wing clip. But instead of doing any of that, he just stands here. He's just standing here doing nothing. Now, I know he's waiting for his volley, but I would rather cancel out of my volley and do something than just stand here.
Trying to get
And now he's still just standing here doing nothing.
aggro.
What is he even doing?
I whip.
So I think really the whole time what he was waiting was for the mob to move so he could get in range with his arrows. But so he just stood there forever doing nothing. It was kind of funny.
I'm at mana.
And now the cranked is the mage. He just said, I'm out of mana. The mage is almost dead.
Kill the low ones.
And then he yells out, kill the low ones, which, you shouldn't have to tell people to kill mobs that are low on health, but... And I don't know why the skull isn't dying. Obviously, there's definitely some lack of focus fire here. They're not focusing the targets correctly. Because there's no way a guy with 3% health should be alive that long. So the hunter does finally move into the corner, right, so that he can actually get out of that dead zone. And then he thinks he's so elite here that he's going to throw a Crystal Restore, which is actually a crystal you get from Ungoro Crater, from the Ungoro Crater repeatable quest for the crystal turn-in. The Crystal Restore does a bullshit heal of maybe 300 or something, some low-level heal. It's pretty much garbage. So he's like, I'm going to do a Crystal Restore on this mage. So he's trying to help out. Give him props for trying to help out, but a Crystal Restore is probably not the play here. See, he's the mage is low on health. selects him. It's amazing to me that he's aware enough of the mage to actually try to heal the mage while he's in a frost trap, and yet he doesn't seem to be aware enough on how to actually do damage.
Have a crystal restore.
So he does a crystal restore. Do you see the guy's health even move? Like his health didn't even move because crystal restore, the heal of it is so weak, it's not worth casting. He should be focus firing. He should be thinking about feign death, trapping. There's a lot of things a hunter could do here, and he doesn't do any of that.
Let them send it over.
And again, he's standing here doing nothing. His pet's next to him doing nothing. So it's amazing how much of this fight where this hunter literally is doing nothing. I can't believe it. It drives me nuts. He's standing here doing nothing. His pet's not even attacking anybody. Look, finally he sends his pet. And he's still standing here. He's not shooting arrows. Like, why aren't you shooting your arrows? Finally, he starts shooting.
Birds must die.
So at this part, it looks like they're okay, right? It looks like, oh, we're okay. But you got to remember, there's a group that paths back and forth from the hallway, and they're about to aggro that pack. Right here, if you see, right, this walking orc right here that just appeared on the left side of the screen.
Birds must die.
And now he's casting a spell. They've already aggroed him.
We got that coming in.
We got the pack coming in.
We need to not pull the.
We need to not pull the pack. We need not aggro the pack. Well, guess what? Here comes a fireball. You already have.
We pulled.
Pat's already pulled. Now they're fucked. If they wouldn't have pulled that pack, they would have been okay. But again, the hunter, if you're a really good hunter, you should be assessing the battlefield at all times. The hunter, what he should have done. Now, the hunter getting to the corner, this was a good position for the hunter to be in the corner here. And like, remember I called earlier, he probably should just move into the corner. The hunter should be, now he may not know the dungeon that well, so he may not know the pathers. But the hunter, the first thing he should do when he sees this character casting, he should run over there, stand on top of them, feign death, and trap them right away. Because that'll take that. Because those fireballs are going to hit so hard. If you can CC a caster, do it every single time. This is another reason why, like, the melee hybrid hunter I have, because I've got improved traps. When I trap somebody, they're CC'd for 20 seconds. That's a pretty significant amount of time. And the nice thing about it in vanilla is the trap cooldown's only like 30 seconds, I think. So if you CC him for 20, then you're really just waiting about 10 seconds. You can trap him again. Now you're waiting for your feign death, though. But your feign death even is a fairly, I think, short cooldown. I think it might be 45 seconds. So you can keep someone trapped, a pretty significant amount of time.
Birds must die. We got that coming in.
We need to not pull the pat.
That's already
We pulled.
like
You can already tell the tanks. The tanks. There was fear in his voice there. Now the hunter is trying to, because he's running into dead zone issues again, so he's going to run over here to get out of the dead zone. The other thing the hunter could have done, but I don't know how much his mana. What's his mana like? He's got, look how much fucking mana he's got, and his pet's almost dead. Also, hold on a second, I want to rewind this. The other thing, if you notice, his pet wasn't even happy. Like, always keep your pet happiness level max. So his pet wasn't even at his max happiness level going into the encounter. And his pet happiness drops. Even before it dies, it drops down to unhappy. So his pet's like, I'm getting my ass kicked. Could you help me out here? Heal me or something. But the hunter has a big mana pool, so he could have thrown a Viper Sting as well on the caster if he wanted. Probably wouldn't have made any of a difference, but with this much mana, it wouldn't have really hurt the situation at all, just to Viper Sting that caster. Or Viper Sting any caster, just drain their mana. I mean, it might prevent them from casting one or two fireballs. And now here the mage gets killed.
Fuck, dude.
Now everybody's dead. Everybody's dead at this point except for the warlock and the hunter. The hunter's moving into an area where he thinks he can feign death. See, he's walking kind of over here. I think he's moving. He might not. He might just be panicked. I don't know. He's going to feign death. Now, what's really funny, now the warlock just gets killed. The hunter feign deaths here, but what's really funny about this feign death is he stands up. Like, when you feign death, and there's a lot of mobs, do not stand up. Wait until all the mobs reset, move back to their positions. He doesn't do that. He's so lucky he doesn't die here. Watch this. He feigned death, and then he shadow melds. So what he did was he feigned death into a shadow meld, which, yeah, it's okay. And you can see he gets hit by this shadow bolt. But when you come out of feigned death, even if you move, you still have a slight, like a second where they give you like a grace period, saying, okay, I know you came out of your feigned death, but since he did it so quick, he was still in this kind of grace period where he wasn't going to take damage, and he was still considered out of combat. See, actually, no, I take that back. In this particular case, because see, what happened here is he feigned death, and since he shadow melded, he was basically not feigned death anymore, so he didn't have that immunity. But he was still, the mobs were still trying to reset from the feigned death, so he still took damage from that shadow bolt, which almost killed him, by the way. But so when you feign death, don't shadow meld like he did there. That's not a good idea, right? Don't feign death into a shadow meld. Feign death. Watch. Shadow meld. Although even actually, if he didn't shadow meld and he stayed feign death, he probably still would have taken damage. He just would have been on the ground, you know, in feign death. And now this is the funniest part. So now he's feigned death, and for some reason he's moving around. I don't know why he moved there. Like, you're standing here, which is a decent spot. He kept moving. I don't know why. But my favorite part, another one of my favorite parts of this video is, well, look how long it takes him to figure out where his hearth is. That's why I often wondered if this guy actually leveled his character to level 60. Like, how can you level your character in hardcore all the way to level 60 and not know where your hearth is? Like, how can you not know where your hearth is? Watch this. He's looking. Look at his mouse. Watch his mouse cursor. He's like moving his mouse cursor all around his bars, trying to find, apparently, his hearth button. Look, he's looking. What am I doing? What are you doing? Oh, there's my back. There it is.
I'm so sad. Please live, just go. Please, Arth.
Please, Arth. The hearth. The hearth.
And then he had like an orgasm. Oh, the hearth! The hearth! And then his whole party just dies, and he goes into guild chat and yells, "I fucking live!" I don't think I would yell "I fucking live" in guild chat when freaking 4 people in my party that are all level 60 just bought the farm. I'm like, you know what? Let's not brag about me living when my 4 guildmates just bought the farm. But this is what this video is so good that I actually recorded it and put it on my YouTube, because it's like such a great example of how not to play a hunter. That whole video is just how not to play a hunter, right? That's what it should be called. Do not play a hunter like this, man. Oh, that's a great video, though. I can't help but watch it and just be amused. I feel sorry for... But yeah, but the way he was like looking around for his hearth, I'm like... Or maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was looking for something else, some other button to press. I don't know. Some magical teleport button. I don't know what he was doing, though, but it was very strange. It was a very strange indeed. Yeah, the boosted behavior. But it almost felt like, that's what I was wondering. It's like, did he level that character to 60? I don't know about you guys, but I know where my hearth is, right? When I hit the B button, I know my hearth is top left corner of my bag. And in fact, a lot of times in hardcore, it's a good idea to keybind your hearth. Like, if you really want, like when I get to level 60, I always keybind hearth. I'll literally drag this out and put it on a keybind. It'll be like Control 4 or something. You know, like right now, Control 4 is just some guild comment that I can say, right? But I'll actually change that. And there's also something else you can do, but yeah, you definitely want to have your, because because just those precious seconds of harding, like if you're in like BRD or something, and the group goes bad, and some people are chasing, like some people in your group, and as soon as they kill those people, and you're the last person in the group, the mobs are going to come running after you. So that precious seconds of just starting the cast on Hearth, 1 second could mean the difference between life and death. That extra second means the mobs ran back to you and caught you before you hearthed out. Whereas if you would have had on a keybind, you would have hearthed right before they reached you, Oh, man. Oh, that reminds me. Do I have my cargos? Let's see. Let's do it up.
Snowflakes are falling in a row. Torrens and Mogor all dressed like gnomes. From Barrens to Elwyn to Silver Pine, there's just one thing on our minds. With every zone, with every quest, I hope you'll make it with no deaths. 'Cause it won't feel like Christmas without fresh. Loving each other with mistletoe. Gingerbread cookies with milk that's ice cold. And storm wind is covered in Christmas lights. This is the game of our time. And every zone is packed with players all dinging. Just watching all that old vanilla it's singing. Azeroth is filled with holiday cheer. Christmas in Westfall this year. With every zone, with every quest, I hope you'll make it with no deaths. 'Cause it won't feel like Christmas without fresh. With every zone, with every quest, I hope you'll make it with no deaths. 'Cause baby, it's that classic hardcore Christmas fresh. We were warm and wonderful once upon a time. Now most of us are hanging by a thread. 20 years have disappeared. We're older and more wise, but our favorite day is
It's coming once again. Darling, it's fresh. Orton's a 6-slot bag. I know it's not Christmas, but come on, dogs. It's fresh, baby. We need to do another Christmas fresh this year, man. Playing some vanilla on Christmas. Going again this Christmas. Yeah, Cargo's put together that music, and you know he's not the best singer in the world, but those songs did crack me up though. Playing some vanilla again on Christmas. We'll do another Christmas fresh this year. You know, we'll have to do another hardcore event or something. This will probably still be going till Christmas. Probably not. I mean, events like this can last like 6 months. It depends on how successful it is. If people are really having fun, if people are really, or if it's very difficult for them to clear, you know, Molten Core, because the goal is to clear Molten Core with the self-found guild, right? So it depends on how it goes, you know. I do need to rank up my Cower, actually. I think I'm on Cower 1. I think I should be up to Cower 3 by now. So I'm trying to think which mob to tame for Cower 3, probably. So yeah, next 2 talent points are going to go into sure-footed. And then probably trap mastery. I mean, we could... I don't think we need to do feign death at low level. Now my axe skill's up to 120, so it should start. That'll help with. I don't know what the max is. I think it's 125. Yeah, it's 125, so we're at 120. That means our chance to miss is probably down. No, it's still 7%. Or no, it isn't. It's gone down. Remember, it was 7%. Now it's only 4.5%. So that's better. So we shouldn't miss as much as long as we're hitting mobs our level or lower. 95.5% chance to hit. Ooh, 310 crit. That's my biggest crit so far. .310's not bad at this level. I want to try something. Interesting. Never seen an air before in Reshade. Never gotten an air in Reshade before.
Kept in the dark. Am I so useless? Mouth folded shut, and I'm feeling restless. All the seams erupt, tearing from the inside, jagged little cuts. It feels like war this time. The ground was bare, I tried to drown. The emptiness couldn't turn it all around. Pull the shutter, see the world fly by, like images on fire. If only I knew better. Show me something real, make me feel alive. Nothing to conceal, dress me up in all the lights. Everyone is someone, half the speed of light. I don't wanna get it wrong, but it's too late to make it right.
Big crit. Big damage.
Watching from a distance, in a crowded room, looking over silhouettes, hoping just to find you. All I knew was lost, fading on the outside. No one counts the cost.
That's good. Yeah, that's a lot. I think my pet's only got 771 health. So that's like more than double what my pet has. That's a lot of health, man. Yeah, that Voidwalker's tanky. I wish my pet had that much health. That would be nice. I think we get Immolation Trap at 26. Yeah, see, that's going to be big for us. Next level, we get a really big increase in my trap damage. Oh yeah, demo, yeah. Demonology. Was it demo? Is it? Yeah, demonology, right? Makes your pets stronger. Good old warlock. My total gold I have in this realm, 6,600 gold. Damn. Too bad this character doesn't have any money. 4 gold. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's completely different. Locke is one of the classes I've played the least in WoW, and if this character gets to 60, the next class I want to play is probably Warlock. I would love to get a Warlock. I've never got a Warlock to 60 in vanilla WoW. Just one of those classes I never could. It just never jived with me very much. I always enjoyed Warlock like 1 to 20, and then after that, I don't know. I think the hard like the standstill casting kind of got to me. I like to be pretty mobile, so not being able to move around kind of bothered me. That's another thing. Another thing with Classic Plus. Let's add that to our list. Is remove is this would be a huge one, which a lot of people probably wouldn't like, but maybe Classic Z. Let's do Classic Plus, and this would be one for Classic. Let's say Classic X or something, and change certain spells, certain iconic spells, to allow casting while moving. Now, if you played like Ashes of Creation, there were certain spells in Ashes of Creation that you could cast while moving, but you couldn't move full speed. So imagine like you're casting like Shadow Bolt, but you can still move at like 50% movement speed while casting Shadow Bolt. It opens up a whole new level of kind of gameplay, right? Because you can kind of reposition your Warlock and kind of kite a little bit, but just mostly for repositioning, right? You're casting Shadow Bolt and you're not just standing still. You can actually move a little bit. And it just makes it feel more fun, I hate standing still while casting. It's one of the reasons why I've never played casters that much. So I don't like standing still. Yeah. Yeah, Affliction's probably the spec I would like the most. But the most fun I ever had on a Warlock was in Shadowlands, the beginning of the Shadowlands expansion, playing Destruction Warlock, because you were very mobile, and I just love dropping those Chaos Bolts. Those Chaos Bolts hit so hard, the dopamine effect when those things land. I was doing Battlegrounds, and I'd have people, the enemy would have like half a health bar, and I would just drop a Chaos Bolt and just crit and blow them into next year. Just kill them, one shot them. You know, it's just, there's nothing that feels better than some guy's running up with like half health and he's thinking, yeah, I'm fine. And then you just toss a Chaos Bolt in his face and annihilate him. It's like, holy, the damage. I've never seen damage like that. Like to hit somebody and do like half their health in one shot is crazy, man. With just one spell, you know? It gives you good brain juice, yeah. It just makes you feel good. You're like, oh, yeah. Or what I like to say is I'm like, boom! Dropping the hammer, man. Oh, did you? Oh, Battle for Azeroth, yeah. Oh, this headache's killing me, guys. Angry Heals is slain by a Venom web spider. Well, he's only level 11. What's he doing running through Duskwood as level 11? That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I didn't like it because I don't like summoning a bunch of minions. There's too many things on the screen. It clutters up the UI. Like if you play retail WoW, it's a joke, man. You could have like a pet send his freaking army of pets at you, and a warlock summon their imps, and there's literally like 30 things on the screen, and you can't even see your own fucking spell. It's just, I absolutely hate it. I can't stand it. You should never be summoning like, you know, 10 pets or something. It's just bad for like clarity on the screen, and it's bad for people's processors too, man. People have low end NPCs, their PCs just die trying to render all that shit, man. Yeah, I'm not a fan. So you like all that? You like all the minions? I mean, it's cool looking, and it's probably fun to play it. But what I'm saying is for like PvP, because I'm a big PvP player, it's just I don't like seeing all that crap on the screen. You know, it's just makes it hard to see what's going on. If you've ever like played retail WoW and you go into some of the battlegrounds and you're in a small area like a 5-on-5 battle, and there's like 4 hunters and 2 warlocks, and next thing you know, there's just pets everywhere. God forbid there's a DK who summons like an army of undead or something, and it's just there's so much shit on the screen. I mean, there's times when I'm playing like my character, and I get like 2 hunters on me, and they pop their army of pets, and it's just like, what the fuck, dude? I've got like, it feels like I've got like 15 people hitting me. It's crazy. Again, not really a fan of that. That's pretty much all I do in retail is PvP. I don't really play the game for PvE. I'm not really a like I like vanilla because I enjoy leveling and I like doing different builds, like doing kind of theory crafting different builds. Trying to do stuff that people say is shitty. I like to do the really bizarre builds that people say are garbage builds, See if I can make them work. We could do this quest. Still not feeling like doing it. My head hurts so bad. I have such a bad headache right now that I'm just enjoying just killing the mobs. I may have to log pretty soon just because my head hurts so bad. I have to go to the doctor because I'm having headaches like almost every other day, like bad headaches. So I'm gonna have to go to the doctor and figure out what's going on. It's not normal. Better not be a brain tumor. Better not be a brain tumor. Wouldn't that be awful? Oh my god. But yeah, I've been having headaches like pretty much every other day. The weird part is when I'm getting the headaches, I'm gonna Google this. I get headaches a lot when I go to sleep. Like I get headache, like I don't have a headache when I go to sleep and wake up from sleeping. I have a headache. That happens a lot lately. Let me ask AI about this. Why, when I go to sleep without a headache, am I waking up with a headache? This could just be because I'm snoring though. Like snoring, and could be what that is. That'd be my guess. Because I do snore at night. I mean, I'm old. I'm not a youngster anymore. Dehydration, sleep position. Sleep apnea or snoring. That's probably what it is. Oh, look at this one. Caffeine withdrawal. If you drink coffee during the day, by morning, you're about 12 plus hours out from your last dose, and the rebound hits right when you wake up. Oh, that's interesting. That could be it, because I do drink coffee every day at around the same time. Low blood sugar, especially if you eat dinner early and sleep long. Okay. I think it's because I'm snoring. That or dehydration. I'll have to drink like a big glass of water before I go to bed. See if maybe that's it. PvP in Guild Wars was fun. You made your own. Yeah, PvP. Yeah, Guild Wars 2. I never played Guild Wars 1 that much. You can't jump in Guild Wars 1, and that drove me nuts. Yeah, you can't jump in Guild Wars 1. If I can't jump, it feels really weird. Not being able to jump, Such a simple thing, but it feels odd when you can't jump in an MMO. Yeah, because my head hurts, I'm gonna turn the audio down a little bit. I don't think I have any. We need to clear some room here. I've played mage, not a lot in vanilla. Not a lot in vanilla, but I played mage. I played mage a lot in, I think it was Wrath of the Lich King. I played mage quite a bit. Mage is okay. Not my favorite class. I have a hard time with casters. Like I said, if they're mobile, I like them. I don't like standing still, so if they're not mobile, that's a problem. That's why like Ashes of Creation was so cool. Was like every class was pretty much mobile. Like almost most spells in Ashes of Creation you could cast while moving. Now again, you had a what I loved about it is you had a movement penalty, which was great. So it didn't like if you were casting, maybe you could move at only 30 or 40 or 50% of efficiency, but you could still move. So it just felt good that you could still move. Ashes of Creation did a lot of things right, and it's so sad that that game kind of failed because I really enjoyed that game. I thought it was actually really fun. There were a lot of issues with it, of course, but there was a lot of really cool stuff in that game. And the Bard class in that game was really cool. The tank class in the game was really fun. Bard class was crazy, man. Like there was a lot. It was a very deep class.
My goods are of the highest quality.
Right, don't need torn bear pelts. What else can we sell? Now we're going through these bandages enough. I'm going to sell those. I don't know if I need a restoring bomb. 180 health over. What is this? 161 over 7. Don't need it. You like the summoner? Yeah. That's because you like the pet classes, man. You are a pet class person, man. That is your thing. Hmm. Yeah, I liked the way they looked. I liked how they did their pets. They had some really cool looking pets. The one that was the caster healer was really neat looking for the summoner. So yeah, that was cool stuff, man. Hey, Nick, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate it. We're doing the grind here. We're just grinding, trying to grind to the next level. The melee hunter. It's a grind, baby. Fresh meats. And we need that, like, we need to set up the stream, you know, the sound to play on the screen that says like fresh meat. Oh, I'm seeing my own pet, I guess. I was like, what is that? Oh, mechanical squirrel. Mechanical squirrel, what? I think it's seeing my I think it's seeing my horned owls. I don't know what that is. Why am I seeing a mechanical squirrel? I don't know. I want to see I want to see what the bread whelp gloves are. Red, because we can only wear gear that we can craft, so we need to take a look at what options we have. Red whelp gloves are one of those options. 5% chance of dealing 15 to 25 fire damage, which is pretty good. It's only 5% chance, but still at my level, it's not a bad item. And it's easy enough to make, right? Takes red whelp scale, which we can get. And it's sold by in the wetlands. Okay, so yeah. Okay. It's something we should probably snag. It'd be a fun little item to craft, I think. I think that's one of the cool things. If we're gonna do like, if you want to do like weird, like little achievements or challenges, like this is a me the only hunter and I can only wear gear that I craft myself. It's always fun to explore. What's so cool about classic WoW, about vanilla WoW, is there's so much depth to the gearing. There's so much gear in WoW. Like there's a lot of gear, and a lot of the gear have like unique effects. So it's really fun to explore those various avenues when it fits within what we're trying to do, right? So we'll definitely go to the wetlands here pretty soon. We'll try to grab that recipe. And then we'll try to kill, and then we're gonna have to kill the red whelps to get the scales, which is pretty easy to do. And then we'll go ahead and craft it. Now, keep in mind, like, since I can only wear gear that I can craft, we'll end up using a lot of gear that some of those craftable gear items are actually usable. Whereas normally, you know, because of dungeons and stuff, you're going to be using different items that are way better than the crafted gear items, you know, like blue gloves or something. Since we can't wear those items because we can only wear gear that we craft, then those items now are back in play. You know, those craftable items are back in play. Like right now, my gloves are these, which is, there's no bonuses on them at all. I've got level 8 embossed leather gloves, so you know, putting on some gloves that have a chance to proc 15 to like 20 or 15 to 25 fire damage on hit is a huge upgrade. So we really need to get a good one-hand weapon. Like we need to get 2 good one-handed weapons so we can dual wield. Dual wielding is so much more fun, I think. I don't like slow 2-hand weapons. I find it really boring. But we need 2 weapons. So we probably should do some more fishing. Because the only weapons we can use obviously are weapons that we get from crates. So fishing is primary source of weapons for this character. That and just chests in the open world. And being that it's 3 a.m., this would be a decent time to fish, because there won't be as many people online. So, yeah. I would just love to get 2 decent one-hand weapons, because I love dual wield so much more than a single 2-hand weapon. So... Of course, with the dual wield, you get the dual wield hit penalty, which means we're going to miss more often, but you're swinging a lot faster, so it doesn't feel as bad, really. Hmm.
Good luck.
Yeah, let's try our hand at fishing. If we can get lucky with some crates, we might be able to get ourselves an upgraded one-hand weapon. A Wolfpack medallion. What the hell is that? I don't ever remember seeing that item. Nice item. Wow, that's actually a really nice item. I'm like, where am I going? I'm like so lost here. How have I like turned around Town Deep Path? Okay, I see where I'm at. Like, what the hell? Where am I going? Well, no fishing nodes yet. That means somebody's out here fishing. A lot of people fishing on hardcore. That's the bad that the server's got a lot of players on it, so yeah, the fishing's not as good as it normally would be. Disappointing. Disappointed. You would think at 3 in the morning, though, there would be some nodes. Wow, no fishing nodes whatsoever. It's crazy. Biff. Wow, not a single fishing. That's insane. Somebody must have came through here recently and fished them all up. Like, not one fishing node. That's crazy. Like, not a single one. That, like, never happens. Oh, there we go. Floating wreckage, baby. That's what we need. Possible chance to get an upgraded weapon. Or at least to get a one-handed weapon. So I would love to get away from the slow weapon. Slow two-hand weapon is not my preferred choice. Three for three. I probably shouldn't have said anything. Jinxed myself, but 3 for 3 is good. Oh, 4 for 4. That was amazing. We got 4 trunks. Any one of these could have an upgraded weapon. Let's kill a few mobs. We're just waiting for the nodes to respawn. Yes, the RNGesus. We're going to be dealing with RNGesus here in a minute. Oh, wait. We got a chest here. It's another RNGesus. You get a weapon upgrade right here. If we get lucky. If you get lucky. Okay, garbage, garbage. Pretty much all garbage. Garbage. I never been on this branch before. That was cool. Ooh, floating wreckage! Let's get it, boys. RNGesus. Srafe, RNGesus. Rumsy rum. At least it's Rumsy Rum Dark. And more Rumsy Rum Dark. I'd rather have chests. Well, they had to balance out the last fishing note wreckage we had, which gave us 4 crates. They weren't going to give us 4 crates in a row, were they? Like 2 times in a row. It would have been nice if they did, though. Oh, we got 1 crate. Take it. And of course, strangle kelp. I knew that was coming. Crates, trunks. All we want is trunks, baby. Give us more trunks. Alright, you ready, Srafe? Let's try RNGesus. We got 7 crates, or 7 trunks. We got a healing potion, which we really don't need. Bolt of cloth. I'm not even gonna just leave this closed. Alright, we got more stuff. Again, just whatever, cloth. We got a cloak, which we can't use. We got some medium leather. We can go ahead and loot this. More healing potions, more medium leather. More cloth. Come on, baby. More healing potions. Alright, so we didn't get anything, unfortunately. We did get a lot of leather. I mean, we always get a lot of leather in these crates. So let's just go ahead and loot these. Let's just loot them. But we got some money. I mean, the 3 stacks of silk is 18 silver. The 7 stacks, so, you know, right there you're looking at 25 silver. Just off the cloth stacks they're giving you. And then the cloak will sell for something too. We'll get a cloak, right? Where was the cloak? Cloak's 13, so 13 plus 7, 20. So right there you already made 38 silver. Fishing is great money if you can actually find a place where there's quite a few crates. It's good money. Hamada Hamada? Kuna Matata is what I'm thinking. Kuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Kuna Matata. It means no worries for the rest of your days.
City hums, it knows my secrets. I'm awake, tangled in regrets. Every scar I try to hide led me here, nowhere to run tonight. There's a spark I can't contain, rising slow through all my veins. I'm breaking through.
Nothing. Nada.
Shadows, walking past
Nada.
that try to hold me. Every part of me is finally awake. Standing, I'm standing. I won't break. Your words echo when the world goes silent. Even when the night feels far.
Alright, well, I'm probably gonna go to bed. It's 3:24 in the morning. I'm pretty tired. I was kind of hoping we get something out of those crates, but we really didn't. At least not a weapon anyway. We'll keep hitting the fishing though. Every so often we're gonna hit that fishing and try to get an upgrade. Don't need the clots. Don't need this. Don't need this. Throw this. But you can see we're up to 5.4 gold. Let's go ahead and park ourselves back at Astronar. Alright, I'm gonna be AFK for a minute. All right, so yeah, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go to kill a few more mobs. Someone beat you the name mob. Yeah, the fishing was not. We did get some crates, but most of it came out of that one floating wreckage. We need to get to Booty Bay and get the fishing book. The herb lover is slain. Guess he didn't have enough herb power. An elf core? Funny. I was wondering when they would create another night elf guild because our guild's constantly running it at 1,000 players. So it's full all the time.
say. Never make it easier to numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong. It never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take to look away? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown. Now it's getting colder. Driving in my car. Some things never feel the same. Don't know where to start. It's not like this is new to me. I really shouldn't care. It's not like you were there for me. So why do I still want you here? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown.
Yeah, mine's gonna be scary. You got low, yeah, yeah. If you get layered and you're inside of any kind of a tight area, you can get yourself killed. You do not want to accept a layer invite. That reminds me, I'm not even using layers because, well, I just really haven't had a need to use them. But if we can fish with layering, is there a layer channel? I don't think this. I don't know if this. I don't think this server has layers on it because they're just, it isn't that highly populated. Yeah, so my server doesn't really have any layers running, I don't think. I'd have to install Nova world buffs, or at least turn it on. All right, I think I'm logging here. I'm falling asleep now. I am falling asleep. So we'll pick it up here. We're almost level 26. But we're also up to almost 6 gold, which is not bad. But I'll catch you guys later, man. I'm tired. Good to see you, Strafe. Hope you have a good day over there in Europe. Where are you located, I can't remember. Were you in Denmark? Finland? Was it Finland? I don't remember. My memory's shot, man. Yeah, Finland. That's what I thought it was. Take care. Have a good day. I will catch you next time, man. Peace out, everybody. Peace out.